Hello, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. From today, we're going to begin looking at a whole series of beers from a brewery that we haven't touched on yet, and that brewery is called Baeren. And Baeren is a brewery in northern Japan in the city of Morioka, Iwate-ken, Iwate Prefecture, and they have been around since 2001. That was when they were founded, and they are a kind of specialist in German-style beers, and they make a variety of those types of beers, and we will look at several of them. Baeren, their name means bear in German, or it's actually the genitive, the possessive form or plural form of bear, and they do have a bear on their label, and this bear is also standing over a barrel with three traditional beer making tools, very traditional old style European beer making tools. And Baeren, their original equipment they bought from Germany, and reports are that some of the equipment they bought was actually over 100 years old. And I'm not sure how much of that still exists. They are a fairly large brewery. They're considered a microbrewery though, but they are pretty big. And they make several beers every year. They have three regulars. Those regulars are their classic beer, which is the first one we will look at, the Baeren Classic, which is a Dortmunder style, and a Schwarz beer, and an Alt. So those are their three mainstay beers, but they also make a variety of seasonals throughout the year, and we'll look at about 9 of them. And mainly German styles. They do produce a variety of others as well, but mainly German styles, and they're famous for that in Japan. German style beer has a kind of special place in Japan because the original breweries back in the 1800s were staffed or originated by Europeans, and especially Germans. And Baeren also uses a lot of German ingredients that they import from Germany. And one point about their beers is that while their bottled beers are pasteurized to allow them to be shipped, around the country, their draft beer is not. So if you go to their restaurant in Morioka, you can drink unpasteurized, fresh Baeren beer. On Rate Beer lists 104 different beers, individual beers from them, and Untapped has 131, and the Untapped average score is 3.54, a little bit high. So we're going to look at 12 different beers from them, and we will start with their three the three main beers: the Classic, the Schwarz, and the Alt. And let's get going, shall we? Oh, by the way, the bear that they use as on their logo is also the official prefectural animal of Iwate-ken, way up in northern Japan, an area where you might come across a bear in the forest. And shall we look at the fourth beer from Baeren Brewery in Morioka, Iwate Prefecture, and this is called Baeren Weizen, and it is a Hefeweizen, and on the label it says Komogi no Biru, which means wheat beer, and this beer is a 5% beer. I'm sorry I don't have international bittering unit information for this one, but that's not a prime feature of the style, certainly Hefeweizen. In the past, they made different recipes for this in summer and winter. So when you look on, for example, Untapped, you'll find several varieties of this beer. And from this year, 2020, in April 2020, they have decided to make a single standard product all year round, a single Weizen. On rate beer, this one has 19 ratings for 3.5%, 3.53 average rating, pretty high, and 80 percentile for all beers on rate beer, and a whopping 98 percentile for its style, Hefeweizen. And on Untapped, 151 ratings, and the average is 3.63. So in both cases, the ratings are pretty reasonably high, and especially that 98 percentile for its style on rate beer is way up there. Well, let's give this one a go. Again, Baeren is a kind of specializes in German style beers, and this should be right up their alley, or in their wheelhouse. Too many comparisons here. Let's take a look at it, and it is a hazy gold amber color. In fact, this is not, I would say this is just pure amber color with a nice fluffy kind of creamy white head. And if we put it through the light, what do we get? Okay, carbonation. You can see it quite substantial, but kind of a limited area. There's one solid stream rising up from the bottom. I'm getting a sense that carbonation is affected by the kind of glass you have, and this is not really a wheat beer glass, but still, and actually I can see quite a bit more carbonation coming up now from different areas of the glass. Okay, let's try the aroma. Yeah, it has this nice weedy banana, light unripe banana, maybe some lemon, definitely lemony nose coming up. This beer, according to the label, does it have, okay, so it has, barley, it has malt and hops. It doesn't specify that it includes any other ingredients. So some light clove for sure. Yeah, very bright, weedy sort of flavor. It right after the initial flavor, it spikes up into a kind of lightly sharp, citrusy element. But the wheat element is always there in the background. This is nice. Yeah, classic, really. I think they make this style exceptionally well. A number of other breweries make Weizens in Japan, but this is one of the better ones I've had for sure. Very refreshing. Yeah, it blends immediately in mid-palate and fades out very gently. So nice citrusy punch and weedy notes are up front, and they develop in mid-palate and then sort of blend and then fade out nicely. Once again, this is called Baeren Weizen, and it's a 5% Hefeweizen from Baeren Brewery in Morioka, Japan. So give Baeren a go, and let me know what you think if you have had them or when you have them, and leave me a comment and tell me what you think about this brewery. They make lots of seasonal beers. Some breweries make just a few beers and a few seasonals here and there, but Baeren puts out a lot, and we're going to be looking at some of those in our next few videos. We've got 8 more Baeren beers to look at, and hope you're along for the ride. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.